What the fuck's up, my britches? If you are new here, hello and welcome to Britchmas. Today is going to be day 6. If you're wondering what Britchmas is, it's basically my version of Vlogmas. I'm uploading every other day at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today's day 6, and I had every intention on filming my Gymshark blowout sale haul. I was gonna do a little try on and all that stuff, and half of my order is not here. So I just reached out to customer service, so hopefully you guys will see that in the future. But I've been seeing this little tag float around, and I love tags. I think they're so much fun. I think they really tie not only the beauty community, but I think they just tie communities together on this platform. So I saw 90s Love Child, she uploaded the beauty consumer tag. I kind of felt personally victimized by some of these questions, so I just thought it was fun. Again, I love tag videos. I want to do one more tag in Britchmas as well, so that will again be coming in the future. So every other day uploads, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will also leave 90s Love Child down below. I encourage you guys to go check her out. I've been really loving her content. I actually recently found her, I forget what video it was, but she's just so different. She's so fun, and I really like her personality. So if you like me, you'll probably like her as well. So make sure you guys check out the description box. But I just thought this was fun. I just didn't feel like putting on makeup today. I have to go to work tonight. My life, okay? That's how it always is. So let's just jump right into these questions. I'm drinking my pre-workout to get through my night shift again. So the first question is going to be, how much do you spend on makeup in a month and in a year? This was the question I read, and I'm just like,
I feel personally victimized by 90s Love Child.
I don't want to fucking know how much I spend on makeup. I know I spend a lot more just because I have a channel. I would say in a month, I think like the $200 range is fair. Some months I think it's going to be more. Some months I think it's going to be less. I would have never wanted to answer this question like a year or two ago. I've significantly cut back, especially recently. In a year, I'm going to say I probably spend, I'm Rouge at Sephora, so that means I spend at least $1,000 there. I'm Platinum at Ulta, so I think that's $1,000 there as well. And then plus the other retailers, I would say I'm probably at like $3,000 to $4,000 a year, which is insane on makeup. I'm including skincare as well, or just like any beauty products. But if I were to have answered that a year or two ago, I think Shannon might have divorced me back then. Number 2 is going to be, do you ever feel guilty about how much you spend on makeup? And I would say absolutely not. I don't ever feel guilty on what I bust my ass to earn my money for, you know? I work very hard. I work a full-time job. I work a very shitty schedule. I work swing shift. I don't know if you guys have heard that or not if you're new here. I do work at a steel mill where I work day shifts and overnight shifts, 12 hours. So I have a grueling work schedule. I film weddings, so I do wedding videography as well. Like, I bust my ass to earn my money, and I don't feel guilty to reward myself for, working hard and having a good work ethic. I'm also very lucky in the regard that I have a husband that is equally as hardworking as I am. So we both are very hardworking. We do very well for ourselves, and we're very supportive. If one of us wants to buy something, we buy it. We don't buy each other like Christmas presents, birthday presents. By the way, today's Shannon's birthday, so you guys better wish me a happy birthday. But it's just one of those things that, I don't feel like I have to feel guilty because I don't really buy anything else. Like lately, I would say I've been buying more of like home stuff, like Christmas decor. I'm really getting into fashion and stuff like that. But as far as anything else, I don't know. I don't feel guilty about spending money because I work my ass off to earn my money. Number 3 is going to be, do you get FOMO related to makeup releases? If I answered this 1 to 2 years ago, oh my God, my FOMO used to be so fucking real. Like, I feel like I had FOMO before FOMO was like a phrase or a thing. I used to always be so worried about keeping up with the latest trends, being the first person to review something, or even just have something in my possession to show it to my audience. Like, I used to be so worried about that, and just, I don't know, I used to have that desire, but I really don't have it anymore because I've accepted the fact that after everything that I've ever bought, I'm never the first person to have it. I'm never the first person to review it. And quite frankly, I just don't give a shit anymore if I'm the first one or not. If I want to talk about something, it's because I'm interested, or it's something that you guys are interested in. I don't know, I've really noticed a shift in myself, and I think it's because I just have other interests right now, like fashion. I'm getting into like a lifestyle change as well. I just really have, I've just kind of adjusted my complete mindset on only focusing on makeup, because that's one thing I feel like you're told, like when you start a channel, like, oh, you should have like a set thing that you talk about. Like, basically, like, you should only have a makeup channel. And I don't think that's realistic. I don't want to be only a makeup channel. And I think that's where I kind of really decided to cut back on specifically makeup because one, I have so fucking much of it I don't need anymore, but I'm also having other interests. So I don't really get FOMO anymore. I mean, there's some things that I've definitely gotten FOMO over, like the Melt Cosmetics Vita palette. I'm getting FOMO about that. Like, there's still certain things, but I used to get FOMO about
every single makeup launch.
It was ridiculous. Number 4 is gonna be, do you purchase or keep items simply because they are limited edition? I used to like buy something and cherish it and never touch it because I was so worried about going through it. Whereas now, I don't really buy limited edition products anymore just because I'm trying to focus on the products that are going to be a long-term use for not only myself, but for other people as well, because I want to continuously talk about stuff that you guys could actually get. I also feel like limited edition now is such a quick cash grab for brands, so I don't feel like really the time and energy and quality goes into limited edition stuff. So I've really pulled back on purchasing those items, but I'm not that bitch anymore where I just don't use something or I like cherish it just because it was limited. I'm just like, let me get it the fuck out of my collection because people can't get it anymore. Number 5 would be, would you be willing to pay more money for a sold out product online? Hell fucking no. If it's sold out, it's sold out. It's not meant to be. That's like my mentality now. I feel like this is a rising problem with brands because it increases FOMO, and I've talked about this a lot on my channel. I feel like it's just a sales tactic now. I don't think things really are selling out. They're just selling out, air quotes, because it's going to create more hype and it's going to make people feel like they're missing out on it. Perfect example is the Conspiracy collection. I had every intention on buying like everything in that collection. Everything was just a shit show when it launched. It sold out, and then you all of a sudden are seeing it in Morphe stores. Same with like the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters, like, oh, it's limited edition, oh, it's sold out, and now it's in Morphe stores. Like, these are just 2 examples that have happened recently. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning them. But I feel like it's just a tactic. I don't think it's really happening. The way that I look at it now is if it's sold out, it just wasn't meant to happen, or I'll just get it when it restocks. Like, I just don't have that,
oh my god, I need it right now.
People were losing their fucking minds over the Conspiracy palette. Like, they're all upset, they're crying. Like, quite frankly, it's ridiculous. It's only makeup. It's just colorful powders that you put on your eyes. Like, there's no reason to feel that way about makeup. I mean, there's no reason to really feel like that about anything, in my opinion, but it's just one of those things that I see it's an increasing problem, and I really hope that it changes for 2020. It's just so fucking annoying at this point, so I don't know, if it's sold out, I'm just like, it is what it is. Honestly, there's gonna be so much stuff that comes out between now and then, I probably won't even fucking want it anymore anyways. Number 6 will be, do you wish you could spend more or less? I mean, doesn't everybody always wish they could spend more? But realistically, I don't feel either which way, I don't think. I mean, I could spend more, I could spend less, but I don't wish either which way. That's not even really a thought in my head anymore. That was one of the easier questions for me to answer. Number 7 is going to be, do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? It's definitely one of those things that if I see people that I've built relationships with, like you guys, or if I see fellow creators as well that I have more personal relationships with, like talking to them. I've never actually met any other influencer online, but I talk to them like daily in DMs or Instagram or whatever. When I see them talk about something, I'm more compelled to want it, but I really listen to what they have to say about it. Like, perfect example is back in the day, you would just hear somebody say, oh, it's amazing, but they would never really explain why. If I hear somebody explain why they love it so much, I'm more compelled versus if you just say, oh my God, you need it in your life. It's amazing. It's this, it's this, it's this. I want to know why you love it so much. Like, if it's a foundation, I want to know why you love that foundation so much, so on and so forth. So I think it does slightly encourage me to want to buy things, but I'm still conscious at the end of the day, like, do I actually fucking need it? No. But do I want it?
Yes, bitch.
Number 8 is going to be, do you buy more during the holidays? This is when I used to go fucking ape shit buying stuff. I used to buy so much stuff for myself during the holidays. I wish that brands did things differently. And I was just thinking this to myself the other day. I'm like, why don't brands space out their sales instead of everybody having like a Black Friday sale? I mean, I get it, why, but this is always when the best sales are happening. And I would be so much more likely to buy more things if they kind of separated it throughout the year, because I can't spend all my money on myself when it's Christmas time. I used to go nuts and I used to go in debt over it, but I haven't bought really anything for myself this holiday season, which I'm shook at myself for that. I've just really been talking to myself out of it, and I've been so into, again, like Christmas decor. Like, I went in on Christmas decor this year, so that's where my focus has been lately. But normally I would be going in, like, holiday decor is one thing. I just bought a dining room table. Like, I guess I'm just more excited for other things right now. So makeup's been really like the last thing on my mind lately. Yeah, I don't think in the month of December I bought anything. The most that I've spent recently was from Cleona Cosmetics, because they had their jeweled collection restock, which that's coming soon. I'm actually collabing with Karen Harris for that video, so that will be coming, I think, on Sunday. I cannot wait to put my fingers all over those, but I think that was the last like significant purchase. I spent like $200 with them. I think that was the last purchase that I made for myself. Number 9 is going to be, have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from your family or friends? Hell fucking no. I don't need to justify myself or my spending habits to anybody else except for my husband. But even then, it's like, he does not give a fuck. I might buy more things more often, but he spends money and spends fucking money. I buy like little things here and there. He buys big things like every so often type of thing. So I'll spend my money on like makeup throughout the year, and I'll get like $100 here, $100 here, $100 here. But he'll spend like $6,000 at one time. So it's so funny how it works, because we're very different with our spending habits. I mean, he's the only person that I ever need to justify what I'm spending my money on to, just because, I mean, what's my money is his money. Number 10 is going to be, do you have more than 10 products in your collection that you have not used in over a month? Abso-fucking-lutely. I can think of probably 10 eyeshadow palettes alone that I haven't used in a month. I have so many things that I just don't use on a regular basis. And I'm like a creature of habit. When I find products that I like, I consistently reach for them over and over and over. And yeah, there's easily 10 products, if not way more than that, that I haven't used in over a month, which is sad, honestly, and just appalling. Number 11 is, have you ever been pressured to purchase something you could not afford or did not need? As far as did not need, I guess I've never felt pressure. Maybe back when I first started my channel, just because kind of what you have in your head of what you need to be doing to kind of keep up. I don't feel pressure anymore. I just buy whatever the fuck I want. As far as do not afford, I've never been in that situation where I couldn't afford to buy a makeup product. Not to sound like an asshole, but I do make very good money. I bust my ass for my money, and I guess I've always been privileged in those regards. Like, again, not to sound like an asshole. I've just never been in that situation, and since I've been purchasing makeup, I mean, if I were like 18 again or something like that, I would definitely have a different answer for you. But the fact of the matter is, I'm 29 years old. I have a very good job. I have other means of income as well. We do very well for ourselves, and I don't think that's something that I should be like worried to say online, you know? That's just something I've never dealt with. Number 12 would be, do you purchase makeup for collector reasons? Absolutely. Beauty and the Beast products. Anytime a Beauty and the Beast product comes out, I'm gonna fucking buy it, just because I've been obsessed with that movie ever since I was little. I mean, I have Beauty and the Beast tattooed on my arm. It's just one of those things that I live for it and I love it. So I don't know, I always buy it. I don't care if it's a quality product. It's very sentimental to me. So that's, I would say, the only thing that I really buy for collector reasons. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's the only thing. I used to collect like Anastasia palettes, but that ended very quickly. And then the last question is, in your makeup journey, have you become less or more consumeristic? I would say definitely more consumeristic. I don't know, I'm kind of on both sides of it, because in some regards, I don't feel like I am, but then I feel I'm more consumeristic in the fact of I'm just more mindful of who I'm giving my money to. Like, I'm actually putting brands in timeout, like if they do something problematic, just because there's other brands doing amazing things that are more deserving of my dollar. So I feel like I'm definitely more consumeristic, but in the same breath, there's also things that I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, I want it, so I'm gonna buy it. If I had answered that a few years ago, I would say there's no fucking way I'm consumeristic. I would just buy. just because my mindset was totally different. So that is going to be it for this beauty consumer tag. If you guys have done this video or want to do it, I tag you. If you've done this video, leave it down below in the comments. That way other people can watch these. I love tag videos. I think they're so much fun. It's a really good way too to find other creators that you guys may like as well. So even if you're not a YouTuber or a content creator, leave your answers to these questions down below. I'll leave them all in the description box if you guys want to answer them. Let's have a little convo. Let's have a little chitty chat as we always do. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did like it, hit the thumbs up before you leave or down. That's how I know what you guys like to see. And I hope to see you guys on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if I'm running late because it's happened already, I will post it on my community tab, my Twitter. Follow me on Instagram anyways. See you Friday.